If I could ask that you all take your seats, we'll begin the formal program momentarily. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for coming here today, and a special thank you to all the Pirates fans watching at home on the Pirate Sports Network. Today we find ourselves inside historic Walsh Gymnasium, the home to so many incredible Seton Hall University and Seton Hall University athletics events. Today we add to that rich history as we celebrate the return of one of our own. Let's go through a couple of introductions. To my immediate left is Dr. Joseph Nair, Seton Hall University's 21st president, who assumed his duties just a short time ago on August 1st. Next to President Nair is Hank D'Alessandro, the chair of the Athletics Committee on the Seton Hall Board of Regents. To my immediate right is Bryan Felt, our new Director of Athletics and Recreation. And next to Bryan is our former Director of Athletics and Recreation, and now the Seton Hall University Executive Vice President and Chief of Staff, Pat Lyons. So for today, we will begin with some remarks from President Nair, followed by remarks from Pat Lyons, who will then introduce Bryan. After Bryan speaks, we'll hold a photo opportunity over at the backdrop over there, where we will invite President Nair, Hank, Pat, and Bryan to take photos. After that, we will then have one-on-one media interviews, also by the backdrop. So without further ado, let me introduce our President, President Nair.
On behalf of our faculty and our students and over 100,000 Seton Hall alums, it's my honor to say to you, good morning and welcome. Thank you for coming. This is a very exciting time at Seton Hall and a very exciting time for Seton Hall athletics. As you know, we've conducted a national search to find the most qualified next Director of Athletics here at Seton Hall. I'm grateful to Pat Lyons, who has served in that role for over 9 years. And I'm very pleased to welcome home Bryan as one of our own. Pat, Bryan, I wish you many, many more years and continued success here at Seton Hall University. And to you, I simply say, go Pirates. Welcome home.
Thank you so much, President Nair. And now to say a few words and to introduce Bryan is Pat Lyons.
Well, welcome everybody. We're thrilled you're all here today to celebrate what is truly a great day in Seton Hall athletic history. As Dr. Nair said, bringing home one of our own is a fantastic thing. So just a couple, I want to do a couple thank yous and then just say some brief remarks, and then we'll give it to the person of the hour for him to say a few words. So I want to first and foremost again have a round of applause for President Nair as he begins his tenure at Seton Hall. It would be an understatement to say that as a campus community, we're all looking forward to your leadership in the future of Seton Hall. I don't know where Dr. Nair came from, but I've heard the school was very prestigious and very difficult to get into. I also want to make sure we acknowledge Val Ackerman, Commissioner of the Big East, who's here today. And also, right in the front row here is Bryan's wonderful, terrific, amazing family. His three wonderful children, Tyler, Kyle, and Kelsey, and his beautiful wife, Tara, who really is the CEO of the family. So welcome. So before I introduce Bryan, I just wanted to have a chance to just say a couple thank yous on my behalf. I've had a great 9 or so year run here as the athletic director, and that's been due to a lot of people, and I just want to make sure I properly acknowledge those people. And that's first and foremost, nothing in athletics gets accomplished at this university without a team behind it. And I was so fortunate when I started here that I had a great board of regents behind me, and part of that board of regents is the athletic committee of the board, and that was chaired by Hank D'Alessandro and still is chaired. And so I just want to make sure I acknowledge the board of regents and certainly Hank for all your leadership, and thank you. I certainly want to say thank you to all of Pirate Blue Nation. It was an amazing family to come into, and I'm so thrilled that I can continue to be part of this amazing family. Everyone from our alums to our donors to everybody who comes to the games and supports all of our athletes. It really is, there's nothing like this Pirate Blue world, and so I just want to say thank you for that. And finally, the groups that I really want to thank for everything that's happened in the last 9 years is the athletic department, and that's the staff, the administrators, and certainly the student athletes. And I see one of our teams here right now, the volleyball team's here. I truly feel like I had the most amazing job the last 9 years, and that was because of working with such tremendous people. And so I just want to say thank you to the athletic department, and a round of applause for the athletic department and all that you all do. Here we go, big man. So, about 9 years ago, I stood up here for my press conference. I looked a lot younger then, obviously. And I stood up here hoping I could accomplish a lot of things and do a lot of things, and it was really a great day for me. But right after that press conference, within I think a couple hours, I started meeting with different members of our department, especially the senior staff, and one of those people was Bryan Felt. And so like I always do in all of my meetings with anybody who I have the privilege to work with, is I always ask, what do you want to do with your life? Like, what is your dream job? And Bryan looked directly at me. It was the first question I asked him, and he said, I want to be the Seton Hall AD. So I didn't know how to take that at first. I think I said to him, now, or? But he said, no, I want to be in your seat. I want to be the Seton Hall athletic director. That's my dream job. I went to school here. I met my wife here. We got married here. This is where I want to be. And I said, okay, great. Well, let's get you on a path to do that. And so I had the privilege of watching Bryan for 6.5 years, working alongside him in this athletic department. His attention to detail, his dedication, his ability to connect with people all around Seton Hall athletics was amazing. And then he came to me, it had to be about 2.5 years ago, and said, there's an opportunity at St. Peter's I think I really need to take a look at. And I said, okay, well, tell me why. And he said, well, if I really want to be in your seat, that's a great opportunity for me to get a lay of the land of what it's like to sit in that seat. We always tell assistant coaches, when you move 2 feet over and start calling the timeouts, it's a world of difference. And so Bryan felt like he had to go do that. And so we did that, as we all know. And in 2 short years at St. Peter's, he has accomplished so much. He's had to make difficult decisions, which he did. He's had to make really difficult hires, which he had to do, which he did, in men's and women's basketball there. And he's also set St. Peter's on for a great path forward for the foreseeable future. And I haven't asked him, but I'm sure St. Peter's is sad that this day is here right now. So anyway, it is now my distinct privilege and pleasure, and it's really, truly an honor, Bryan, to do this, is to welcome you as Seton Hall's next Director of Athletics.
Oh, boy. Thank you. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, everybody. That's very kind. I appreciate that. I don't think you really know how much I appreciate that. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, President Nair, for those kind words and those introductions. There's no other way for me to say it. This is an absolutely amazing feeling. I remember that meeting that Pat and I had many years ago, so to be able to sit here and now look out at all of you, it's a little surreal, so thank you. I want to begin by thanking President Nair. As many of you know, Dr. Nair was in the MAC conference. I was in the MAC conference the last few years. I saw Dr. Nair from time to time. Mainly I saw him at center court after the MAC basketball tournament hosting a trophy. And so I'm happy to say that I'm really excited we're on the same team now. I also know that Seton Hall is going to benefit tremendously from his vision and leadership, so thank you very much, President Nair. I'd also have to thank Pat Lyons. Pat has been an amazing mentor to me, an amazing friend to me over the years. He set me up for my career as I got ready to go be an athletic director. He really provided me with a lot of the tools. He's been just amazing to me. I'm thankful for his friendship every day, and I'm really incredibly thankful for this opportunity. Not every day you get an opportunity to return to your alma mater, and in this capacity, but then also to be able to have someone that I trust and know so well still here with me. That's extraordinary. I also want to thank Hank D'Alessandro, who's up here on the dais with us. Hank's contributions to the university, to this athletic department, they can't be quantified. He is as passionate and generous a leader as I've ever met, and I'm just so thankful to everything for Hank. Thank you, Hank. I also want to thank the University Board of Regents, the search committee, for allowing me this opportunity and putting their faith and trust in me to lead Seton Hall Athletics. Val Ackerman is here from the Big East. Thank you, Val. I appreciate your support. I also want to thank a very special group of people. That is the people of St. Peter's University. I'm incredibly grateful to St. Peter's. I can't even I don't even know where to start, but specifically I have to thank President Kronakia, Vice President Anthony Skavakis. The two of them were just absolutely amazing to work with, and I'm so thankful for their friendship. St. Peter's is a very special place. And I'm really proud of what we accomplished in the 2 years I was there. I'm proud of what everybody has worked for, and I know that the future is incredibly bright for the Peacocks, and I can't wait to see the progress they make in Jersey City moving forward. And finally, Pat alluded to this group over here. I have to thank my family. It starts with my wife, as it should. I met my wife on this campus. We were doing the math the other day. It's 25 years we met on this campus. I think it was outside Newman Hall. And I shouldn't think I should know that, but it was outside Newman Hall. And in 18 years, we'd be married. Our wedding anniversary is later this week. We were married in the chapel 18 years ago, so I'm so thankful to Tara for everything. Thank you. And of course, my three children, Tyler, Kyle, and Kelsey. They're the center of my world, as everybody knows. I probably can annoy everybody. I talk about them a lot. I'm so proud of them every day. But I look at them now, they're so big now. But I remember them running around this gym floor as little kids, toddlers, newborns. They were newborns at basketball games and volleyball games and everything around here. So they've grown up around here, and for them to come home as well, I know it's very special. And I want to thank all of my family. My father came up from Florida today. My dad, thank you, Pop, for everything. My in-laws are here, Bill and Jeanette, and all my friends and family who came. Thank you for your love and support. So as you can imagine, if I haven't said it already or it hasn't been said, today is a dream come true for me. There's no other way. It's no secret the love I have for my alma mater, for Seton Hall University, and returning to Seton Hall is exactly like coming home. Coming home specifically to the amazing people that make up this institution. It's all about the people. It always is. Any good institution, it's about the people. And as I was thinking about what I was going to say, I'm reminded about all of those special people that make up this athletic department. They personify our legacy and our tradition. And I think about specific people like Richie Regan, like Sue Regan, their entire Regan family. I think about people like Mike Shepard, Phyllis Shepard, and the entire Shepard family. I think about Bill Ayers and the Ayers family. I see Ken Kunzman out here. I think about Ken and Ann and how amazing these people have been to Seton Hall. I think about individuals like Chuck Doler and Arnie Ring, and honestly, the list, it's miles long. There's hundreds and hundreds of people. And all of these people, they represent our legacy. They represent our tradition. So I'm excited not only to be back here, but to have the opportunity to build on that legacy and that tradition. Because as we move forward as an athletic department, it's about core principles that these people put in place here a long time ago. Certainly academic excellence. Ensuring that we're offering our student athletes the best experience possible every single day. We have to work positively every day to affect the lives of our student athletes on and off the field. It goes far beyond athletics. It obviously includes academics, but it includes personal growth so that these young people are prepared for life after college. And I see the volleyball team here, by the way, and I'm thankful for you for being here. Thank you very much. It's obviously competitive excellence. We will continue to inspire the winning culture that's been put in place here. A tremendous job by Pat and this winning culture that we have in place. It starts with attitude, it starts with effort, so that we can attain the culture to achieve our goals and strive to consistently compete for Big East and national championships. Integrity. Everything we do is rooted in the word of integrity. As administrators, as coaches, we serve as role models. We serve as mentors to our student athletes every day. So simply put, winning will always be done the right way. It's community. We are, and we will continue to be, a respected athletic department that our Seton Hall family and our community can be proud of every single day. We will be good partners on and off campus, and we will contribute to the mission of Seton Hall University. There's no question, the trajectory of this department has been phenomenal. And it's evident by so many of our successful programs and our student athletes. I look forward to engaging our university, our community, our prideful alumni, our Pirate Blue supporters, and to build upon this foundation. Because I know collectively we will achieve new heights for this athletic department and for our dedicated student athletes. Please know how humbled I am, how honored I am, how incredibly excited I am to be here, to be back. There's nothing better to me than being home at Seton Hall, and I can't wait to get to work. I start Monday. I really just can't wait to get to work with all the amazing people, the amazing coaches and the administrators, so that we can positively impact the lives of our student athletes, we can inspire that winning culture, and we can build and unite our Seton Hall community. Thank you so much for being here today, and I can't wait to get started. Let's go Pirates.
Thank you, everyone. That'll be it for the formal program. And now, like I said, we'll have a photo opportunity down over here at this backdrop. And if the members of the media can also come up to the front as well, we'll start the one-on-ones. Thank you so much.
All right, Pirates fans, don't go anywhere. Next, after this commercial break, we'll have an exclusive one-on-one interview with new Athletic Director Bryan Felt.
Seton Hall University Athletics provides quality opportunities and programs that reflect high academic, moral, and athletic standards, enabling all student athletes to maximize their personal potential. At Seton Hall, our student athletes compete for and win championships at the highest level. They excel in the classroom with grade point averages above 3.0 and academic progress rates that consistently outperform the national Division I average. They are also committed to the community and the impact they are capable of making with thousands of hours of volunteer service per year. Your contributions to the Pirate Blue Athletic Fund have helped transform the student-athlete experience here at Seton Hall. Our student-athletes have been outfitted with world-class performance apparel. They train and prepare for competition in the department's state-of-the-art facilities that were designed to fit their needs. And they utilize extensive resources to position themselves for academic excellence. As we look to the future, we strive to continue delivering a top-notch student-athlete experience, especially through the investment in our on-campus facilities, which they utilize on a daily basis. Your support as a Pirate Blue member, whether it is through a financial gift, a season ticket, or an appearance at a special event, is paramount to ensuring Seton Hall Athletics remains one of the premier programs in the nation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pirate Sports Network. Rich Behan, new Director of Athletics, Bryan Felt. First of all, Bryan, congratulations.
Thanks so much, Rich. I appreciate it. I'm beyond words, honestly, in so many ways. I'm just so happy to be home.
So what were some of those first emotions, first thoughts that ran through your head when you realized that you were going to be the next athletic director here at Seton Hall?
My head's still spinning, I think, actually. Honestly, it was a surreal moment. I know that's kind of casual to say, but it really was. I mean, this has been a dream. It had been a dream since I started here. It had been a dream since I was a student here. And then really to kind of see it all kind of come to fruition it's an amazing feeling.
So just take me through the process of your decision to come back here to Seton Hall.
It wasn't very hard. When the opportunity kind of made itself available to me, I obviously I jumped at it and certainly went through the process. Pat's obviously been amazing to me over the years, and his guidance and leadership throughout my career has been something I'm so grateful for. So as I went through the process and I saw this was a possibility, I was pinching myself a little bit, but I just knew that it was a great time.
Let's talk about Pat for a second, because obviously you worked here for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
You said in your speech that he was a huge mentor to you. So just tell me, describe a little bit more the impact he has had on your career.
Yeah, I mean, Pat, honestly, he really just gave me the opportunity that I kind of felt I always needed to really take those next steps. And it was never a question for him. It was always, okay, well, let's get you to do this now. And as long as I was doing a good job, I felt that he was always providing me those opportunities. And I always knew where I stood with Pat. And that's what I love about him. That's why he's such a great leader. I try to embody a lot of the things I learned from him. He put a lot of faith in me and a lot of trust in me to go out and kind of expanded my role here throughout those 6.5, 7 years that we were together. So I'm just so thankful to that. And then as I got ready, he prepared me for those next steps to go become an AD. It's different, and I knew that, and that's why I looked at St. Peter's and I said, I got to go do this. I got to go sit in that chair. I got to go, make the decisions that I'm not making right now. And certainly I got to be a part of a lot of that under his guidance, because he really kept me very close. But then to know it, I had to go do that, and using his advice, it was, he was the best.
Let's talk about St. Peter's for a little bit, because
Yeah.
you did spend 2 years there.
Absolutely.
The growth that they experienced was absolutely phenomenal under your leadership. Talk about ticket sales and just expanding the programs
Yeah.
as a whole. So what did you learn there that now you can bring here and experience at Seton Hall?
I got such a, man, I tell you, like the experience I had in 2 years there, I say the line all the time, my 2 years at St. Peter's were almost like dog years. I mean, just the amount of things that really we got to accomplish as a group, it's incredibly significant, because in a matter of, I think, 9 months, I was trying to find a new men's basketball coach, a new women's head basketball coach. We made some very difficult decisions, when it comes to eliminating sports and things like that. That's incredibly hard to do. So, I mean, in terms of the experience I got, obviously working with the student athletes in a different, context of being the athletic director, working with just so many different constituency groups that I didn't get to do before, taught me a great deal of stuff that I feel that has really helped me equipped for my next step to be here. So I can't wait to put it to use.
Lastly, short-term, long-term, what's the plans for Seton Hall Athletics?
Well, I mean, I said it in my remarks earlier, the trajectory here, I mean, it's remarkable. I've certainly got to be a part of a lot of it. I mean, you look at what's been built facility-wise, you look at the culture that's in place. We have to continue to obviously keep moving forward. So how do we build upon that? How do we enhance what we're doing and continue to get better? Because there's always room to do that. And certainly men's basketball and the success that's had is right at the forefront. It's our flagship program. I'm going to spend a lot of time, obviously, working with Coach Willard and men's basketball to see how we continue to keep that rising and on the path that it's on, and I just can't wait.
Well, on behalf of everybody here at the Pirate Sports Network, congratulations, welcome home.
Man. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, well, that'll do it for us here at the Pirate Sports Network. I'm Rich Behan. Have a good day, and let's go Pirates.